This is not drawn to scale, and we are asked to find the area of the irregular shape. Welcome back to my channel. So to do this, what we are going to do is simple. First of all, we need to do this. Let's join this point to this point. We are going to draw a line parallel to this base. Okay, so if we call this A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. Now let us draw a line parallel to AB. Okay, having done that, now we have drawn a line. This line has made us to form a rectangle here, A, B, C, D, E, F. So A, B, C, F is a rectangle. All right, so what we are going to do is this. To find the area of the rectangle, we're going to make use of length times breadth, right? So first of all, we say area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is equal to length times width. Okay, so the length is 8, so it means that the area of the rectangle is equal to, the length is 8 multiplied by the width is 4. So area of the rectangle will be 8 times 4, which is 32 centimeters squared. Okay, 32 meters squared. So we have 32 square meters. Okay, now if this is the first time you're seeing this channel, please click the subscription button, turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss our videos. All right, we upload our videos as often as possible. Tune in at your convenience. There must be something new for you to watch, and give us a thumbs up if you love what we are doing. Okay, so now we have area of the rectangle and we got 32 meters squared. Okay, let's go ahead and find the area of the next portion. Now this next portion, we cannot say that this is a parallelogram, neither can we say that this shape is a trapezium. Okay, but we can get something from it first. So first, let's go in here to here. Don't mind my ruler. Don't mind my ruler. Okay, so joining C to E, we know that CEF is what? A right angle triangle. How do we know? A right angle triangle. Now, how do we know that this is a right angle triangle? Because this is what? A square, a rectangle rather. So here is 90 degrees, therefore here is also 90 degrees. So, and because this is a rectangle, AB will be equal to CE. AB will be equal to CE. Also, okay, let's stop there. So that means that CF is 8. So we have 8 meters here. Now, recall that from here to here is 4 meters, right? Therefore, from here to here is 4 meters. I think something is missing. Okay, the fact that E to B is 10 meters. That is from here to here is 10 meters. So if that is the case, that simply means that here will be what? 10 minus 4, which is 6. And it's actually, but that is why this is not drawn to scale, okay? Because by observation, this seems to be smaller than this when it's supposed to be bigger. So, but note that this is just a sketch, okay? So from E to F is 6 meters. So because CEF is a right angle triangle. To find the area of the triangle, we use the formula base times height divided by 2. So the area of the triangle will be the base times height divided by 2. Now the base is 8 meters. So this implies that the area is equal to, now the base is 8, the height is 6 divided by 2. Now 2 will go into 6 3 times. 8 times 3 is 24 square meters. So we have 24 square meters here as the area of that one. Now we are left with this particular side. This is not a right angle triangle, neither is it a parallelogram, neither is it an isosceles triangle. This is a scalene triangle because this side is different from this side, which is different from this side. Okay, now to get this place, we can easily get here using Pythagorean's theorem on CEF, right? Using triangle CEF, let's find the parallelogram. Let's find the area, the length of CE. Okay. So, length of CE. CE is the hypotenuse of triangle CEF. Okay. So CE squared will be equal to CF squared plus EF squared. So CE squared will be equal to CF, which is 8 squared, plus EF squared. So CE squared will be 8 squared is 64, 6 squared is 36. So CE squared is 100. Now for us to get the value of CE, we take square root of both sides. And we have CE is equal to 10. So it means that from here to here is 10 meters. Okay? And from C to D, I also forgot to put that. I don't know what I was thinking. It's also 10 meters. Yes, it's also 10 meters. I'm sorry about that. Honestly, I forgot. It's not like I didn't remember at all. I forgot to put them. Okay, so now that we have here to be 10, and here to be 10, and here to be 4, we can actually find the remaining area, which is this place, using 2 methods. But I think I will go with the one that is easier. We would have used the Heron's method, all right? The one that says that area of a triangle is the square root of S bracket S minus A bracket S minus B bracket S minus C, whereby S is half of the perimeter of the triangle. But looking at this triangle is like this. It is an isosceles triangle. So this is 4 meters, this is 10, and this is 10. So if I should drop a perpendicular here to bisect this place, this is 2 and this is 2, right? So I can decide to solve for area of half and then multiply it by 2 to get the area of the whole triangle. So if I should solve area of half of it, so area of half of the triangle will be base times height divided by 2, right? So the base is 2, that is from here to here now is 2. So we have this to be 2 times the height, which is from here to here, is not known. Oops. Therefore, let's find the height first. So finding the height, this is 2, this is 2. So finding the height, we have 2 squared plus height squared will give us 10 squared. Okay, so we are concentrating on half of this triangle, half of it. So let's call this A, B, C. Concentrating on that side, let us solve. H squared will be 10 squared minus 2 squared. So h squared will be 100 minus 4. So our h squared will be 96. And our h will be square root of 96. Now, looking at this, that is our h. We can now solve for the area of half of the triangle. So the area will be base times height divided by 2, right? So it will be equal to, the base is 2, right? Times the height is what we just found, root 96. Everything divided by 2. So if we solve that, we have that the area of half of this is square root of 96. Okay? That means the area of the whole triangle will be square root of 96 multiplied by 2, right? So area of the whole triangle will be square root of 96 times 2. Now, first of all, let's simplify 96. Now, 2 will divide 96 to give us 48. 2 will go again to give us 24. 2 will go again to give us 12. 2 will go to give us 6. 2 will go to give us 3. 3 will go to give us 1. So I'll pick by 2 because this is square root. So I'll pick like pairs, okay? So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And I'm left with 2 times 3 now, which is 6. So these ones that are the same again, I'll multiply them to get 16. So it simply means that square root of 96 can be expressed as square root of 16 times 6. Okay? So I'll now write this as square root of 16 multiplied by square root of 6 multiplied by 2, right? So I will have square root of 16 is 4. So I will have 4 root 6 multiplied by 2, which will give us 8 root 6. Therefore, area of this one is 8 root 6. Okay? Now, the area of the whole shape, then will be equal to 32 plus 24 plus 8 root 6. And that will give us, this is 56 plus 8 root 6. Now, this, what can go in is 8, right? So 8 bracket, 56 divided by 8 is 7 plus root 6 in square meters. So this is the area of the shape. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.